The date is December 12, 2023. The U.S. National Archives releases FOIA Response Number 2023 to 10,247. One number stops you cold. 102,347 Watergate archive pages are still fully redacted. That's exactly 10% of the entire collection. These aren't forgotten old papers. 62% of these redacted pages fall under national security rules. Most tie directly to the CIA. 51 years after the break-in, the secret remains unbroken. The date is June 17, 1972. 5 men are arrested mid-break-in at the Democratic National Committee's headquarters. The location, Washington, D.C.'s Watergate complex. 3 of the 5 are former CIA operatives. One is E. Howard Hunt. Hunt joins the CIA in 1949. He is a core member of Richard Nixon's Plumbers, the secret unit tasked with plugging leaks of sensitive government information. The year is 1975. The Church Committee releases its Volume 7. The formal title, Watergate and the Intelligence Agencies. 14 pages focus on ties between the CIA and the Plumbers. 23 full paragraphs remain redacted. Source: Church Committee Report, 2004 Partial Declassification, Senate Historical Office. Since 1974, the U.S. National Archives and Records Administration, NARA, oversees the full Watergate archive, 1,023,471 total pages. NARA is legally required to declassify every document, unless a specific FOIA exemption applies. For decades, the official U.S. government story is clear. It appears unassailable. The date is March 15, 2017. NARA issues official press release number 17-0315-WG. The release reads, over 99% of the Watergate archives are accessible to the public. The only exceptions involve privacy concerns for living individuals. No mention of the CIA. No hint of national security secrets. The date is April 2023. CIA spokesperson Timothy Barrett doubles down on this narrative in a statement to *The New York Times Star. Barrett says, all CIA Watergate-related pages that can be declassified have been declassified, in full compliance with applicable law. According to U.S. officials, there is nothing left to hide. First contradiction, in 2017, NARA claims 99% of the archives are accessible, and all redactions tie only to privacy. But NARA's own FOIA Response Number 2023 to 10,247, dated December 12, 2023, proves the exact opposite. 10% of the collection, 102,347 pages, are fully redacted. 62% of those redactions fall under FOIA Exemption 3, National Security and CIA-related materials, not privacy. Second contradiction, in 2023, the CIA claims every declassifiable Watergate page has been released. But on March 12, 2024, U.S. Chief Archivist Colleen Shogan testifies before the Senate. Source: Senate Official Journal, Hearing Transcript page 47. Shogan reveals the CIA has rejected 87% of all Watergate declassification requests filed since 2018. And there was one detail no one wanted to confront directly. July 20, 1977. The CIA releases its first partial declassification of Watergate files, document RDP-ATM-01 for 9R00010030003001-5. The agency admits it hired E. Howard Hunt in 1949. But it hides 1,200 pages of Hunt's post-1971 missions, right before the Watergate break-in. September 18, 1975. The Church Committee's Volume 7, partially declassified in 2004, devotes 14 pages to CIA Plumbers ties. 23 full paragraphs are blacked out. NARA archivists' handwritten annotations confirm one redacted passage references a double agent in the Plumbers unit. January 2024. The Center for Constitutional Rights Archives release a recorded testimony. Daniel Ellsberg, Pentagon Papers whistleblower, deceased June 2023, gave the testimony in December 2022. According to Ellsberg, I saw CIA files in 1974 that prove this double agent existed. And that file is still redacted today. The document confirms Richard Nixon's declassified memoirs, NARA RG 38, declassified 2020, contain one line never quoted publicly before 2024. Nixon writes, "The CIA has things to hide on Watergate that I cannot reveal." These documents are not discarded scraps. They point to a truth the official narrative has always rejected. Watergate was not a solo stunt by Nixon's plumbers. It was linked to the CIA's wider covert operations. Inference: the available evidence suggests the 1,200 hidden pages of Hunt's post-1971 missions cover his past Latin America work. That includes Operation PB Success, the 1954 coup against Guatemala's Jacobo Arbenz, and the CIA's 1960s assassination attempts on Fidel Castro. The Plumbers, led by Hunt and G. Gordon Liddy, who also had ties to CIA covert operations, may not have been just a White House unit. They were a bridge between the Nixon administration and the U.S. intelligence community. Here's what no one explained. Ellsberg's testimony and the Church Committee's redacted paragraphs point to a double agent in the Plumbers unit. A CIA operative. Monitoring the operation from the inside. Aujourd'hui. This is not just a historical footnote. In 2024, it sits at the center of two explosive ongoing stories. January 5, 2024. A group of leading historians files FOIA lawsuit number 1:24 CV-00012 in the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia. The group includes John Prodos, CIA historian, Timothy Naftali, and Mary Elise Surratt. The suit demands NARA and the CIA declassify the hidden pages. March 12, 2024. Colleen Shogan, U.S. Chief Archivist, testifies before the Senate. She confirms the CIA has rejected 87% of all Watergate declassification requests filed since 2018. This refusal is not limited to Watergate. In 2023, the CIA refused to declassify 1,100 pages on the assassination of John F. Kennedy. That move deepened suspicion of the agency's systematic censorship of historical cases. 51 years after the Plumbers' Watergate arrest, 102,347 pages remain hidden. We know the CIA lied about their contents. We know the Church Committee's redacted paragraphs reference a double agent. We know Nixon himself wrote the agency had secrets to hide. But what do these pages actually hold? Maybe proof Watergate was not a petty political scandal. Maybe it was one chapter in a broader covert war the CIA has guarded for decades. Will the historian's lawsuit force these pages into the public eye before the 2024 presidential election? Subscribe to The Truth They Hide so you don't miss what comes next.